Hello, here is a summary of the lesson The Hundred Dresses 2 by Elser Esther. In continuation of the previous lesson, The Hundred Dresses 2 reveals why Vanda Petronsky had not been coming to school. The Petronsky family decided to move to a big city where no one would care about their unfamiliar name. On hearing the note, Maddie and Peggy got anxious as they realized that they would never get a chance for making amends for all the teasing they had done. Both the girls got relieved only on learning that Vanda liked them and had dedicated one of the 100 dresses to each one of them. The lesson begins with all the students of room number 13 having a look at the wonderful drawings of Vanda Petronsky. Only then, a note is received by Miss Mason from Vanda's father informing that none of his two children will attend the school as they are moving to a big city where no one would care enough about their strange name, a big city with a lot of people having funny names. Miss Mason seems to be unhappy and upset rather than angry because she had never expected such a behavior from the students. Maddie feels extremely bad after listening to the note from Vanda's father. She felt like a coward for not standing up against other girls who were teasing Vanda. She instantly developed an urge to apologize to Vanda. She decides to find Vanda at her house at Boggins Heights. She also wanted to convey her that she had won the contest, that they thought she was smart and the 100 dresses were beautiful. Peggy thought that she was satisfied that she never called Vanda a foreigner or made fun of her name. She also said that she never thought Vanda had even the sense to know that they were making fun of her. She realized her mistake of thinking that Vanda was not bright enough to understand her insult. Peggy and Maddie, the two best friends, rushed to Boggins Heights hoping that the family hadn't moved yet. Maddie is feeling bad about Vanda and herself. She is feeling very sad for not even getting a chance to say sorry to Vanda. The house looked shabby but clean. It reminded Maddie of Vanda's faded blue cotton dress, shabby but clean. But to their dismay, there was no sign of life in and around the house. The Petronskis were gone. Peggy and Maddie turned slowly and made their way back down the hill. Peggy consoled herself of the guilt of having hurt Vanda by saying that Vanda probably got good ideas for her drawings when Peggy asked her about all her dresses. Vanda might not even have won the contest otherwise, Peggy said. When they learned that Petronskis have finally moved away, Maddie couldn't stop thinking about never being able to say sorry. She couldn't sleep that night as she was thinking too deeply. Maddie came to a conclusion that she will never let anyone tease someone because they have an unfamiliar or long name. She decided to stand against all the wrongs. That weekend, Peggy and Maddie decided to write a letter to Vanda. They wrote a letter to Vanda telling her that she had won the contest. They also wrote how pretty her drawings were. They asked her if she liked the place where she was living and if she liked her new teacher. They wanted to say that they were sorry. However, they ended up with just writing a friendly letter. They signed it with lots of excess for love. They mailed the letter to Boggins Heights, writing, "Please forward" on the envelope. Days passed and there was no answer. Peggy had begun to forget the whole business, and Maddie put herself to sleep at night, making speeches about Vanda, defending her from great crowds of girls who were trying to tease her with. On the last day of school before the Christmas holidays, the teacher showed the class a letter she had received from Vanda. In that letter, Vanda wrote she misses everyone and wished Merry Christmas to all. Further, she wrote that the girls could keep those 100 dresses because in her new house she has 100 new ones. She asked the teacher to give the drawing of the green dress with the red trimming to Peggy and the blue one to Maddie. They accepted and pinned them in their bedrooms. Maddie gazed for a long time at the picture and found that the face in the drawing was resembling her own face. Then she ran to Peggy's house to see her drawing too. Peggy consoled herself by saying that Vanda really liked them. Maddie agrees to all this and blinks away the tears which came when she thought of Vanda Petronsky. The main theme of the story is about the act of forgiving someone's mistake. In this story, Vanda forgives her classmates who used to bully her for her name and her story about 100 dresses. The story teaches us we should never make fun of the unique differences of our fellow human beings. We should try to accept them as they are and be cooperative with them. Hope you understood the lesson, the 100 dresses too. Thank you.